Get my boobies together. Hello. Welcome to Elevated Energy Coaching. Today, I had a plan. I wrote it out. I made a choice. And now I'm changing my mind. We were going to talk about attachment types, but I'm deciding that we're going to do a story time instead. Let me know first off if you like the lighting. I changed it since last time. It's brighter. So, and it's a little bit less yellow. I was actually speaking with a client earlier, and I hate to have to say this again, but it's just such an important thing. We were talking about her relationship and how it was going, and she is a new client, and she said that they had kind of been in this like weird waiting period for the past 8 months. And when she said this to me, I said, oh, okay. Do you actually want to be with this person? And there was a long pause and nothing. And I thought to myself, if you haven't really set the intention of I want to 100% do this thing, then you're basically just sitting in the waiting room. You're sitting in the waiting room and you're waiting for somebody else to decide your fate and your future. Don't do that. Don't do that, friends. We don't want to do that. We decide our fate and our future. That's what we do here. And there's a certain thing, once you decide it, it changes your energy. When you decide that something is yours and that you want it, it changes the energy behind it, and it puts you in, it primes you for the state of aligned action, of being in flow, of then getting the ball rolling and those juices flowing. So it made me think of a story. Now, for those of you that don't know, I have my real estate license. I am a real estate investor. I started getting my license right as I was pregnant, and then the pandemic hit and I had a baby. And so I sat around for a year and I didn't do anything with it because, well, I was busy. I had a baby and we were locked down in a pandemic. But then I got a letter in the mail. The time came for me to take the test. And mind you, I've been telling other people, and this is another thing, move in silence. Don't tell other people what you're doing, because then they always want to put in their own angst, their energy. Anytime I mentioned to anybody that I was getting my real estate license, they always had a story about their sister-in-law who took the test 8 times and didn't pass. Oh, such and such took the test so many times. Oh, it's such a hard test. Oh my goodness. And so by the time it came for me to actually take the test, I was very nervous. And I also didn't have any childcare. And so my indecision about if I was really going to take the test, I had signed up, the date was coming. I didn't have childcare. I was at home. It was a pandemic. I was stuck in the house. And I kept on saying, am I going to pass the test? Am I going to pass the test? And so I said, you know what? We're going to do some affirmations on this. I am going to pass the real estate test. Did you see that face? That's not an affirmation that actually feels good. If you're saying an affirmation, it should feel good. It should make you feel warm. It should feel like a truth for you. If you're saying an affirmation and it doesn't feel like the truth, I mean, I guess you can continue to say the affirmation 10, 20,000 times, and then eventually it will sink into your subconscious. Or you probably just need to change your affirmation. And so I was saying this, I'm going to pass the test. I'm going to pass the test, but it did not feel like a truth. I was uncertain in that intention. So I sat down and I said, I don't want to waste my time doing this. I don't want to have to retake this test. I only want to take this test once. And when I said that, that felt like the truth. The truth deep in my heart was that I only want to take this test once. And so when I finally came to this conclusion, I had about 2 or 3 weeks before the test. Mind you, I had not studied at all. once I put that in my head, I said, okay, I only want to take this test once. What do I need to do? It was like, as soon as I made the decision, I switched from, can I do it? Am I gonna work? To, what do I need to do to get the thing done? I hired a nanny. This was the first time I had anybody else watching my children, so that was a big step. I hired a nanny and I studied for 10 days, over 2 weeks. I passed that test. 10 days of studying, and I passed the test. Once you subscribe to me, just know that you are subscribing to hearing the children in the background. So, which, by the way, if you made it this far, we are best friends. Subscribe. I am trying to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and I would like to do it. Oh, I'm just gonna put it out there. I would like to do it next month. So we're close. But yeah, once I decided, my energy immediately shifted and my brain went from wondering if it would happen and if it didn't happen or this and that to, it's going to happen. Now, what do we need to do? And that's a very different energy. Once you get into that mode, that is when you can take aligned action. And so I bought a study course. And I was studying for approximately 6 days when I realized that this study course was the wrong course. Now, if I was uncertain, I probably would have just said, is it the right course? Is it the wrong course? I'm not sure. It's not. I bought a course that said it was state specific, but it wasn't. Once I started taking the course, I clearly saw it was state specific. So then I bought another course, because I was like, I'm not failing now. I've decided it. It is mine. I'm claiming it in the universe. Once I had claimed it, my energy shifted and I immediately was able to take the steps that I needed to take. This is called aligned action. When you are making aligned actions, it is easier. You know what to do intuitively, and it just kind of flows from you. And I know you all know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this being in this state. And so my client, she had not decided. And because she hadn't decided, she was unable to take aligned action. She was waiting for other people to decide for her or to do something and then to give her permission to decide for herself. But this is such a tragic thing because we waste so much time. I call this being in the waiting room. You're just waiting around for something outside of yourself to happen so that then you can make a decision. And the truth is, you don't need to wait for anything outside of you to happen. The decision is inside you. So that's all I've got today. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet.
I need help.
Oh no, because we need help. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up and then I'll be right with you, baby, okay? Okay. Deciding. When you decide, you instantly energize your mind, body, and soul and set yourself in alignment to achieve the things that you want to achieve. Speaking of achieving things, if you want extra help and you're interested in my coaching services, please check out the links below. Check that out. I will be raising my prices shortly. I'm currently offering a special launch price. So if you are interested, if you feel like you absolutely need to speak to me in person, that is down below. So I passed that real estate test, not studying in 10 days, but not only that, I passed it and I knew I passed it. As soon as I got in there, it was easy for me. So really studying, putting in the intention, and then also finding people who had done the thing already and studying what they did to achieve your goal. Those were the 3 things that I've used myself and I offer to my clients when you're trying to accomplish a goal. So leave comments down below. Our next book that we're doing for the book club is going to be attached. Comment down below if you have read that book or if you're interested. And also if there's something amazing that you did that, you know, you decided it and then you did it and shocked yourself at what you could accomplish. I would love to hear that story. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Keep your energy elevated. Goodbye.